The strength of NSA is made up in its chapters, and this month, Lisa Ryan joins me as our guest, featuring NSA's Chapter of the Month, NSA Ohio. Hi, this is Chuck Gallagher with Voices of Experience, and my guest is NSA Ohio's Lisa Ryan, soon to be CSP. Now, congratulations in advance for Influence 2019. I look forward to seeing you cross that stage.
Thank you.
Voices of Experience, one of the things that we want to do is we want to feature our incredible chapters, and NSA Ohio has done something that I think a lot of chapters certainly would be interested in. And so, Lisa, tell us a little bit about the idea and how that worked.
Well, what we did is we put together a speaker showcase. The last one we did was in 2011. And although that one was great, we had a great venue and speakers, and we tried to market it to meeting planners. This one we decided was going to be just for us. It was a speaker showcase designed to give us good video on a great stage.
Excellent. So some of the things that I guess chapters might want to know are some of the details. So give us an idea of some of the things that you all had to consider and how you navigated that.
Sure. The number one thing was stay in touch with your NSA buddies, because in one of my conversations with the fabulous Mimi Brown, she was talking about how the Michigan chapter did a speaker showcase using Chris West. And so I reached out to Chris and his office and got the details, started the conversation from there. Once we decided that it was a good fit, then the next thing was to find the venue. And I will tell you, when you are putting together a speaker showcase, that is the number one thing before anything else you do, is to find that venue. Because a lot of times if you're looking for a cool venue, like in Cleveland, we have lots of really great theaters. Unfortunately, they also host events at those theaters. So if you have your heart set on a particular venue, you may have to be flexible with the date. If you have the date in mind, then you may have to be flexible with the theater or the venue. So that is the number one thing that you must do. And remember, it's all about the video. So finding that venue with a really cool stage, that was what we were looking for.
Okay, so Lisa, you find the venue, you find the date. How did the speakers get chosen? Who was, two questions really. Number one, who got to participate and how long were their segments?
Sure. We wanted this to be a member benefit. So the very first people that this was marketed to was the professional members of our chapter. After that, we opened it up to other nearby chapters. So Michigan, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, we offered it up. We just put it out there for other chapter members. Actually, and we ended up having Florida in the house. Who would have thought? From there, the next step was to offer it to our ProTrack participants, so that we could also include our emerging speakers. And we had a few of those people participate as well.
Now, how long were the segments that were shot on this video?
We had 10 minutes. And the nice thing what Chris West did, and again, I would recommend, is to do shorter segments. So instead of having one full 10-minute segment, what most of us did is we had 2 or 3 smaller segments, because then put together in a video, it could look like 2 segments of a longer program. So for example, I did 3 3-minute segments of my program. So then tied together, it could look, I could use them individually, or I could use them tied together so it looked like that was a 1-hour keynote or workshop.
Sure. Now, if you don't mind sharing, because I'm sure that NSA members who are active in the chapters would love to take that idea back to the chapter, because it makes so much sense. We're always clamoring for video. What was the cost?
For the cost, and I don't know what Chris does now with the videos, but what we did is we charged our members $497. The original cost was $350, but because the venue that we chose was more expensive, we ended up needing to pay Chris $400 a person, and we wanted to include lunch. So that was an additional cost along with parking. So it was a very small fundraiser as well for the chapter. We ended up raising about $2,000.
Nice.
By the time everything was said and done. It was 21 speakers, 10 minutes each.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, so for those who are listening here on VOE, NSA's Chapter of the Month, NSA Ohio, because of the great idea of really capturing video and getting it professionally done so that people, now Lisa, as I understand, they walked away or were able to walk away with raw footage, or they could, of course, talk with Chris if they want some edit work done. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Listen, thank you so much for taking the time to be on VOE and to share the idea of the month from NSA Ohio. And I think, Lisa, that if other chapters would be interested in that, obviously they can reach out to you. What's your website?
My website is lisaryanspeaks.com.
Okay, great. So if you have a question, reach out to Lisa. She can give you the details. And it's a pleasure having you on VOE. And thanks for representing NSA Ohio so well.
You are very welcome.